Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got Obi-Wan Red versus Thrawn Red. And our opponent starts on Inferno 4. They had the initiative. And we're probably just going to start on this Gallia. And if we don't draw anything of relevance this next, or off our top of our deck, which we do. So now we can play around Power of the Dark Side. My idea was force throw my opponent, then play the Yoda's lightsaber. But now we get to play around Power of the Dark Side a bit. And my options for that are play Huyang or play the Jedi Consular and force throw. Then Ki-Adi-Mundi comes out the following turn, being able to refuel my hand back up. But we don't see a Power of the Dark Side here. So now this Huyang is going to give me added value. There's a few of our local guys that think I should cut the Huyangs, but Huyang's been super clutch in this deck when I don't have General's Blade. It's just like one of my better 3-drops to play. I do have Jedi in hiding in my sideboard for these blue control matchups. Because I can like force throw and then they kill the thing. We make them discard again. I also have pillage in the sideboard too. So I can just like full hand disruption if I need to. But we have a good start here. They claim after we swing for 4, we go ahead and put an experience counter on the Huyang. As you can see, I was thinking about putting it on the Gallia just in case he had Power of the Dark Side next turn. But if he's got Fell the Dragon next turn, I don't want to put it on the Gallia because now both of my stuff are protected from Fell the Dragon. And he could easily just do that. I can't really play too much around no glory only results here. But that's a next turn problem. But he goes ahead and plays disabling Fang Fighter to remove the counter off of Huyang. So avoiding another Power of the Dark Side is really sweet. We just go ahead and send 2 into base with the Huyang. Just in case he's got... I could take out the Night Sister Warrior, let him draw 2 cards. And then if he's got... because he's representing 1 resource. If he's got Force Throw, it wouldn't hurt me too bad. But he goes ahead and sends the Night Sister Warrior himself into the Huyang after we send 2 to the base. This line progresses my damage output, but... he could have forced through me, though I do have a little protection in my hand with the Jedi Consular being only 2 damage anyway. And so it worked out in my favor nonetheless. But now we have the Force again. We can play out Ki-Adi-Mundi to refuel since he drew 2 cards. I kind of want to keep up on card advantage as well. I could put an experience counter somewhere and then play Ki-Adi-Mundi out anyway. But I do think it's smart to get the cards off the Ki-Adi-Mundi right now anyway, since he drew 2 this phase. And the 2 cards we saw were really good. It was Obi-Wan and General's Blade. So I'm pretty happy about that. And now we are sitting stacked on cards. We have 7 cards in hand, and we're about to drop 1, so we're back up to 6. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We dropped the Jedi Consular now because we found the Blade. I could have established a Jedi Consular if I didn't see the Blade, but I think the Blade is going to be clutch here. He could have a Power of the Dark Side, and I don't think I care about that anymore. So he goes ahead and plays Power. We're going to get rid of the Huyang. Though it's going to make my Adi a little bit smaller, my next action is going to be... put the Blade onto Gallia, I'm pretty sure. I could swing for 4 here. That does seem pretty fine. I could also force throw right now. But I can do a lot of things if I get this Blade onto Gallia. I can swing with it, play Obi for 1, and then force throw as well. So I have a lot of plays to play right now. I could also timely if I needed to. They play entrenched on the Gallia, which does stymie what I've got going on a little bit. I'm not going to lie, that felt pretty bad. But now if they ever deploy something on the ground, it just dies. And I get the effect of the blade anyway, so they're forced to not play to the ground anymore. So it's like bad but good at the same time. So we'll throw 2 damage on the Fang fighter, which kills it. Because we forced through them. They're going to hit me for 2. I'm going to deploy Obi-Wan. I'm going to hit the base for 3. He's going to claim. And then I'll send another 4. Or another 5, I'm sorry. And that puts him up to 19 damage. So we're only 11 damage off here, and we're representing 8 damage already. So we're really close to closing this game out, and we only have 6 damage on our base. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Pretty good. So he's got the initiative. If he starts on Power of the Dark Side or any removal spell, like if it's specifically power, like he shows me here, I'm just going to get rid of the Adi because it can't really do too much right now anyway. So I'm incentivized to hit now for 5, keep my damage going. So we'll send 5 into base. And I'm on 6 resources with the Force, and I have a Mace in hand. So I'm feeling like this game's going to be pretty good here. He's going to go ahead and power me again. So that's the 3rd power this game, and that feels pretty bad, but I'm happy to give up my Ki-Adi-Mundi here. It already put in its 5 damage. It hit twice. And I'm going to use the Force with Mace to remove the Infernal 4 so we stop taking damage. And then I can swing with Obi-Wan, put him to 27, which means even if he has a removal spell for Mace, Obi-Wan takes it out. If he removes Obi-Wan, we kill him with Mace, right? So we go ahead and send 3 into base, putting an experience counter onto Mace Windu. We should have the Force back right now. That is something I tend to forget a little bit when it's less relevant. But he sees the line. He knows we're going to win. And we take the game. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This game was a blast. I'm loving this deck a lot. Make sure you give God some praise tonight. He is Yahweh. He is life, the truth, the way. And we'll catch you in the next one.